Hello everyone, my name is Nasman and I am from Karachi, Pakistan. Today I would be talking about how global changes has affected the world's education system. COVID-19, a global change that has brought a bitter truth in front of all of us that how easy education is accessible for some communities, but at the same time for some communities it was so difficult to have access to education is basic right, and it should be accessible for each and everyone living in a country without any discrimination, without any gender difference, without any class status difference. If I talk about the stats, around 188 countries were forced during this global pandemic to close the doors of the schools, of their educational institutions, and which led to around 1.6 billion students to opt out of the schools who had no access to the education for longer periods of time. If I talk about my own country, Pakistan, there were thousands and thousands of students who were forced to opt out of the schools just because due to there was no access to internet, there was no access to technology, there was no concept of online learning due to financial constraints, due to school closures. So I think that caused a huge difference and huge impact that our future generation would be will face so many challenges in upcoming years to have access to simple basic education. But at the same time I also think that where technology and internet is accessible, education could be accessible in a good way, and one can have education in many better and good and more modified ways. I think that globalization would create a huge impact on our education systems, as they will provide different methods of education beyond theoretical methods which have been coming from so long. And also it will create a creative space for students to have creative thinking, and they can implement and they can learn in a different way, in practical ways. So I think that there are many global changes which has impacted our education system, but it is us who have to come out of it and find solutions to make accessible education for each and everyone. Thank you.